Hey there, strangers. Today we are going to be getting ourselves back into Final Fantasy XIV. Um, for those of you that might not be familiar, this is going to be a Patreon exclusive. Um, I didn't, I'm not doing any kind of streaming on this um, because I don't think that it really offers me a lot to go with right at this point. But I'm going to be joined by Crazy again. Don't know if Angel is going to be joining us, but if she does, she does. If not, that's perfectly fine as well. Um, so we're going to start where we last left off and continue on through our journey. So let me go ahead and make this live here. There's that, and we are going to go ahead and say, we're going to say hi to Crazy there. Uh,
Hello.
Hello. Oh yeah. So, um, so one of the things that I was kind of curious about, you mentioned it last time, and um, uh, it didn't sink in my brain, which is, um, you mentioned that you wanted to get us through the main story quest so that we could eventually get mounts, which obviously is very handy and all that. Um, Especially when you're trying to travel around to various destinations and like. Um, but I missed the uh, what we needed to get to in order to get the mounts. Was it by level or but was it by a particular mission?
There's a particular point in the storyline where you will be given the opportunity to to join one of the three big free companies of the setting. Basically, each one is tied to one of the major cities,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And after you join them, it's technically a side quest that you can do that will allow you to get a chocobo or get a mount, right? Get
Okay.
the right to have a mount.
Okay.
Technically, I believe that quest is set for. If you look at the quest level, it says that It's set at approximately level 15, meaning your character needs to be at least level 15 to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, since we're on a preferred server, and given all of the things, I have never done that quest at a level lower than like 25 or 30.
Okay. Okay. So it's still a little ways away then, huh?
Possibly depends on where you are in the storyline. Let me put it to you this way: if you have not yet gone to the other cities and talked to the people there, then you probably have a ways to go yet.
Yeah. Well, I haven't played the game since last time we kind of joined forces together, um,
Okay.
so I still got a little bit of ways to go. So let me go ahead and world is currently full, players in queue, not that large, so we're gonna be good there. About 12, so. Yeah, we were at that one location that was like kind of bustling with activity, and I was like, boy, there's quite a few players here. And you mentioned that there was something of relevance to it, which obviously, I don't know about yet, but we'll eventually get there.
I mean, that's kind of vague, honestly. So
Hmm. Well, you kept it vague, which is
I
fine.
suppose that's fair. Well, I know you don't like spoilers, so.
Yeah. Well, and you know, when you don't have spoilers, or um, when you're not spoiled, you leave the reaction, um, you have that overall reaction to what's kind of happening. So
Yeah.
okay, anyway, this recommendations are helpful for finding quick kill and experience. Simply confirming if there are any quests or hunting wild targets in the area you might have missed. Okay. Achievements approaching completion to crush your enemies. Hmm. Achievements appear to have some problems. It's trying to obtain data and it hasn't filled in yet. Oh, there it goes. Oh, defeat 100 enemies. Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be easy eventually.
Yeah, some of the achievements are kind of hard to get, and some of them are like play the game, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, so obviously there's some
Excuse me.
some quests that I've kind of picked up along the way, but so I need to the main quest line. Let's go to my
Yes.
journal here. Is the last letter of last letter to Lost Hope. So
Okay.
that's a level 11 quest. So
Remind me, what does it say that you need to do?
um, search for Sinseli in central Thailand. So I also have the um, let's see. Um, I also have this Hall of the Novice. You mentioned something.
Oh.
You
Um.
mentioned that I should work on
Oh.
that.
Yes. Well. Okay. So first of all, did you do your class quest for level 15?
Which one?
At every 5 levels, you get a new class quest.
Hmm, probably.
Let me put it to you this way: if you are on, not looking at the journal, if you're just looking at the normal screen, right, and assuming you haven't moved it, in the upper left-hand corner, there should be current main scenario quest. It should say whatever that is, and then the next one, and then right underneath it should be your current class quest, if there is one.
Okay.
And if that is not in your log, you should go do that first, because in general, completing the Hall of the Novice requires things that you get from said class quest.
Okay.
The Hall of the Novice is a set of exercises that you do that is meant to teach you whatever role you're currently playing. And you
Okay.
get out of it a set of gear that is good for whatever role you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, the final exercise gives you a ring that not only has great statistical bonuses, but gives you plus 30% experience when you're under level 30.
Okay.
Very good for leveling up alternate classes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I need to go and slay some elves. Elves. Fs, whatever they're called.
Fs. They're kind of giant salamander.
So that's the I'm supposed to the threat of pulsity, pulsity,
Paucity.
paucity. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, and I'm supposed to be up at level 15 by that point. Well, I mean,
Yes.
I'm at level 15 right now, so I
Well,
should.
minimum level 15. Let's put it that way. If you happen to be higher than that, then it's not like they're going to say, "No, you can't do that. You're too experienced."
Yeah. Okay, so um, guess I'll head on outside the city and see where I can find where these Fs are.
Well, so if you're looking at if you have the quest displayed on your quest queue on the right hand side of your display, if you click on not the title of the quest but the actual thing that it tells you to do, it should pull up a map and give you an idea of where that thing is. They really do try to make it easy to find stuff in this game.
Yeah.
Like some games, they make it, you know, it's a challenge. That they don't do that in 14.
Oh, okay, it's over there. Hmm. Okay, a little bit of a distance away. Now, how do I reach these the crystals that are outside of the main city? So obviously, you know, I can do return to go back to the main city, but what about like the crystals that are outside? Is there any way to kind of teleport to them
Yeah,
directly, or?
there's literally a spell called teleport. If you go, I actually have it bound to a hotkey, but if you go over to the little circles in the bottom right and click on the one that says travel, there's
I mean
there's
that,
return and then there's teleport.
and that.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. As I recall, originally return is hotkeyed and teleport is not. I would find some place to put teleport because believe me, you're going to be bouncing around a lot.
Hmm. Maybe I should just kind of let it. Um, I'll just kind of travel. Um,
Now the other thing is if you're trying to travel within a region, so like Ul'dah exists in Fanland, right? There are chocobo. Uh, there are chocobos that you talk to the basically they're like flight paths back in World of Warcraft.
mhm.
You talk to the guy, you talk to the person, you unlock that path, and then you can ride you can talk to them and they'll give you a list of destinations, and you can ride the chocobo to said destination. Obviously it's slower than teleporting, but it's usually vastly less expensive. Um, my one problem with that is that there is a location in one region that we end up going to a fair few number of times, and it does not have its own teleportation crystal. It does not have its own. It has its own chocobo, but there is no direct path there from the nearest major city. You have to go to one of the lesser settlements and then take another chocobo, or you have to jump off in the middle of the ride. And I'm just like, that kind of design irritates me because it artificially inflates the amount of time the player spends running around. Like, I get that they want us to appreciate the world that they have created, but all that kind of design does is make me want to rush even more because I feel like they're wasting my time.
Right.
So I may be in the minority there.
I'm really not happy with their, field of view kind of like, so one of the things that is kind of bugging me about this game is that they basically say, "Hey, this particular enemy is attacking you in this particular range or field or something like that." I run outside that range, and they're still able to hit me, and it really irritates me on that.
Well, so the trick to that is as soon as you see an area of effect attack indicator appear under you, you need to move out of it, and you need to move out of it before they finish at using the attack, which sometimes admittedly can be really quick. But if you can get out of the indicator on the ground fast enough, then hang on one second. Then you won't get hit when the attack actually goes off. But yeah, I admit it is somewhat. It takes a little bit of practice, and especially for casters, it can be difficult.
Yeah.
Because, you have casting times, and you're like, well, do I, lose the spell or do I move out of range? And the answer is dependent on whether or not the AoE is going to kill you or not. At this low level, you can probably afford to take the hits at least a couple of times. When you get to higher levels, no.
Yeah.
That also leads to a thing that we sometimes refer to, not entirely jokingly, as tank privilege, which is the idea that sometimes as a tank you just can't get out of the AoE. You're too busy holding aggro or doing stuff, and therefore you just stand in the AoE, and it's the healer's job to keep you from dying.
Yeah.
You don't. A good tank doesn't lean on that privilege a lot. They should try and avoid AoEs, but sometimes you just can't. Not if you're doing your job right.
Yeah.
As a caster, it is. As a caster, it is generally considered more important for you to learn to avoid enemy AoE than it is for you to worry about getting that spell off.
Yeah.
There is, as I understand it, from some of the higher end DPS players, a fine art to that. But since I don't play at that level yet, not even as a tank, so I don't know all of the details.
Yeah.
Admittedly, though, some AoEs are telegraphed early enough that you can very easily get out of the way. Others are like the thing appears and then it's done, and you're just like,
Yeah, there's barely any time to kind of avoid it sometimes, and it's like, okay. So
yeah.
it's like, okay, how am I supposed to handle this? You know. I
I mean,
mean,
also sometimes life's just not fair.
yeah. I mean, like you said, these guys aren't really doing a whole lot of damage or anything like that to me, but still, you know, if I'm having trouble just trying to get out of the range of these guys, you know, for these lower levels, then it's like, okay, well, you know, it's just gonna cause me problems later on in the higher levels. Um, there's that. That objective is filled, so we can go ahead and return. Now, what level are you currently at right at the moment?
I already got Paladin up to 50, and now I am leveling Marauder.
Ah, okay. So you're well ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Although
it is what it is.
as far as the MSQ, I'm at a quest that's approximately level 26. Oh right, I always forget this is here.
You arrived before me, upright and breathing. Wonderful. It is so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to a necromantic deviation. Endurance, exhausted and missed a battle. Um, uh, either can be your status ally, which is typically the response that I would normally give, but they didn't give me that option. It's like, which option would you choose? Would you flee or hit them with your club? No, I would actually use a mana potion to recover your mana so that you can continue using your magic abilities. You know, but I was like,
Yeah,
okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go with flee because mages don't have, you know, any kind of attack abilities. So
I was gonna say if you're hitting them with your club as a mage, you're doing it wrong.
either way. Drought of the Gods. Indeed, any who practice arts of arcane manipulation value this substance above all others. Brought up Fury that received the most recent report of Beastman activity. Back the caravan on the trade routes made off with an entire crate of precious ether. New knowledge to the test. Annihilate these bandits and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, our armored war transport was last spotted to the south of Drybone. Has an additional quest. While you're busy incinerating, be sure to collect some samples of the blood, assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. Okay. So let's see. Haven't even gone to that point yet. Eastern Thailand, Danaland, whatever. They don't really show you the levels of what of these particular maps, or what's kind of included there. Interesting. Oh. Some MMOs tend to have the like, hey, you're gonna want to actually, hold on. I'll just use my teleport and go to Blackbrush Station. And we'll run to where the armored transport is. Heading on over to there. So, anyway, I can kind of mark the map. No, there isn't. Okay. Oh. Kind of pointing in the right direction anyway, so let's go. Now, concerning some of the enemies that I'm seeing along the way here, I'm seeing some symbols to the left of the level. What are those indicating offhand, or are they?
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to.
Well, concerning these antling soldiers, there's what looks to be like a triangle with looks like a goblet in the center of it. Much like how our names have the leaf or the sapling,
right,
next to it.
So if the symbol is, I'll be honest, I didn't pay that much attention to the shape. But if the symbol is blue, that means that the enemies are not hostile. If you are not, if you don't attack them, they won't attack you. If the symbol is red, it means they are hostile and they will attack you. And if the symbol is purple, it means they're part of a fate, which is a time-limited open world group content thing.
Okay. Normally they indicate that by the color on over their name, but you know, the you know, in other MMOs, they basically show the, you know, hostile that will come after you as red on their name and yellow if they're fairly passive and less attacked.
Apparently,
But
that's not the way they decided to do it for this
yeah,
game.
whatever. To each their own. It appears to be raining here on this particular map.
Yeah, they have weather effects.
Yep,
I don't know that has any particular in-game effect, but it's there.
yep. You sense a hostile presence. Okay. There we go. Take the creator ether and blood to the guild. Okay. Let's see. We have a camp nearby, so I'm gonna go take care of that real quick. So I can quickly come on back to this point. There we go. Tuning. There we go. Alright, no, don't really have you know, return active right at the moment, so I guess I'd make a long run home.
Or you can teleport. You can always just teleport to a particular location.
Sure.
If I remember correctly, you should have the ability to set favored locations. I generally set my favored locations as the uh, the major cities because those are kind of the hubs to get you out to the other places.
Yeah.
So
I forgot to mute my phone. Let's go ahead and do that now. There we go. Boy, that's a large beast right there. Oh, that's probably the level 14 cold-blooded, huh? Hmm. I don't need to join the fate, thank you.
Well, I mean, just appearing in the area will say you joined a fate, and then you can just keep on moving, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, maybe you didn't."
Yeah. Probably gonna get the next level upon turning this in.
Yeah. Especially if you're keeping yourself well fed.
Now, um, after you left that one day, I kind of was looking around a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed the fact that while the boiled eggs give you, the 3% experience points, there's some additional effects that it also gives.
Yes.
Um, now, um, is there? I was noticing that raisins are also the same kind of price and give the same amount of experience points. So I was kind of curious. Is there a reason for trying to go more for the critical hit over spell speed, or
No, I just picked eggs because it was the first one on the list, and it was the
okay,
least expensive.
okay.
I have also just discovered that there is an area boss in this game who is a crab wearing a helmet named Dark Helmet. I can't decide if that's the best thing ever or if I want to punch the person who came up with that pun. It's really right on the line.
Okay. And over and over. Okay, cutscene. 20, 30. There is just so very comforting. It was stolen. I see pulseless lessons have had the desired effect. We'll assume the vial liquid you have there is beastman blood. You should be pleased. I decided to begin my training. Uh, I have blood for you. I explain how you've been using the substance in your research to create a mana amplified elixir. Uh, it puts you in a position to work alongside us. You become to be part of our family. Mm, that's not going to make him happy. speak with you further. Okay. And unable to evoke the smallest flicker of flame, ready to attempt to force a manifestation of power. Strenuous is woefully inadequate. Sacred reserves would likely kill him. But I request your presence to discuss my brother's tragic circumstance. You've completed every trial as set before you thus far. I believe you are sufficiently entrenched in the abyss of thermology that a sojourn to another guild will not unduly affect your studies. You might visit the Peerless Guild and train at the feet of Holy Fist or Crossblades with first sword of the Gladiators Guild. But you tire from the demands of battle. There are guilds that offer instruction in the trades of weaving, goldsmithing, and alchemy. I believe there is even a guild that teaches mining and vaultings. I should hope, of course, that remains your first and foremost obsession. Do not absent yourself from us for too long, Balthar. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. Yeah. There exists myriad disciples that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it's recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Okay, let's see. This allows you to save several different combinations of equipment to swap them at your leisure. Button for go set interface is located in the upper portion of your character window. A very convenient feature for players who regularly switch back and forth between various classes, as well as for players who wish to have ready multiple sets of gear for the different types of duties they undertake, such as PvP or instance raids. Okay. Let's see. Stiff terminology. Compultar. Arambis beckons once more. As he will instruct you from the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. Okay. Then heed well my words. Power that we will. Flames will sear the air, ice frost the ground, lightning flashes the blinding incandescence. You perhaps recall the creativity you retrieved from bandits, peddlers who arrived at guild. Measly vials we emptied as our just reward. Pass on to you the secret of my last and most potent defense. shame of sweeping. That, I want you to right up to these tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. Okay. Okay, so emotes.
I know, so dignified, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Set the emote. Oh, okay. Says fine. Brothers, I take issue with. You tell them next time this happens. Price taken out of their unprincipled hides. Oof. You're the one who chased down those brutes for us. I'll let it go this one time for your sake. So basically, he's using me to uh, get these guys off his back. Gotcha.
Yeah. Take this recent request, for instance. There is your next trial. Team of Scholars has asked for the Urge to destroy the cursed relic they unearthed, known as Marmo's Urn. While pottery is by and large immune to tears, it is thieves that stole it that concern me. Organization criminals not known for their gentle or understanding dispositions, rather than attempting to engage an entire clan of thugs, I would suggest you neutralize the threat to your person with a well-timed sleep spell. I bone, find them and destroy the urn they carry. Okay, let's see. All the way out there, huh? Okay, so I need to go. Can I go just? Guess we'll use money to teleport out. No need to take my time to run all the way out there. Excuse me.
Yeah. Let's see. No equipment right at the moment. I don't really need a gear set right at the moment, so no need to kind of set that for now.
Well, so the big advantage of the various gear sets is if you decide to switch classes, and since I got the impression you're kind of dissatisfied with Black Mage or with Thaumaturge, you might.
Yeah.
Being able to switch back and forth quickly depending on sets of gear can be extremely useful. I will say, so as long as you are leveling, a, how do I say this? If you have a class that is higher level than the class you are currently leveling, you gain a massive XP bonus. So if, for example, we'll just pick a number here, or a class here. Let's say, for example, that you had Ninja at 70, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you decided you wanted to go play Archer, right? Which eventually evolves into Bard.
Mm-hmm.
You would get a very large bonus to your, or fairly sizable bonus to your experience until that class hit 70, at which point it would be tied for being your highest level class, and so on and so forth. The highest level, the highest level in the game is 80. Since you were on the free trial, you're capped at 60, but still, that system still functions. So if you get a class up to 60, for example, all of the other classes you might use get that bonus. Basically, since you can have all classes on the same character, it's a way to make sure that when you do your second or third class, that it doesn't take forever for you to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, I hit both of them, huh? Okay, interesting. Wait, where am I going? Oh, there's the room. Okay. Team me seriously, so I followed you. Samuels, they're about to get skinned. I pushed the wrong button. Oh well. Gotcha. Okay. Um. There's a lot of guys here. Am I just supposed to... I'm just supposed to defeat them, okay. They just keep on adding minions over and over and over again. It's like, okay, when am I gonna be done with this? There we go. Are we done? Looks like we're done. Hmm. I can't see where he is. Alright, there he is. All my efforts have been for naught. The results have been far too mild to make any difference. Brothers at this rate offer be pitiful, powerless little sibling. We'll see what I'm capable of. And you dare break my urn. Void sent. But I'm one of the nice void sent. Mm-hmm. Right. There's the
Doubt
nice...
is the correct response, yes.
Yeah. It's the nasty ones that sealed me up in here for helping a mortal. If you would be so kind as to open the lid of my urn, I would be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire. Fortune, fame. Right. But perhaps there is one thing I'd like to have a set power equal to that of my brothers. Oh, foolish Busey. Power is it? A perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense the latent ability very deep within your spirit. It will be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. What more is there to think about? Open the lid. I'm thinking no. But he's gonna open it, isn't he?
Why do you ask questions to which you already know the answer?
Yeah. I don't feel different at all. Right. I think Marlo may have been lying. No, he wasn't. Oh, he was. And we were leaving. Oh, aren't we supposed to break this urn? Yeah, you broke it now. That is that. Yes, this would be such fun. Ahem, I mean, it would be nice to return home after all this excitement. Right. Okay. So that is that. So we're gonna go ahead and return back home. In. Okay. Forte Guild. Okay. Let's see here, making a habit out of not dying. Before we discuss your trial further, however, I would ask you about BC. When I saw him a few moments ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. I don't know what odd of it. I'm at my trial. Major trial? He isn't foolish to interference. I shall have to scold him. Let's try to lay. Because he claimed victory in spite of this unexpected development. This have served you well. Sure, you're to test its incantation's efficiency. I shall grant you leave to return to your train. Also, creature that crosses your path. see. Okay, looks like this one is the best one out of that bunch. Here we go. And got a new spell there. Sure what this is all about. Deals an aesthetic damage with a potency of 100. Almost looks like a fire spell, but
What was the spell?
Scathe.
Yeah. Don't use that spell. It's a bad spell.
Okay, so the next.
Next, you should do the Hall of the Novice if you can.
Yeah. The next set is locked to me. Apparently, I need to get to level 20 for that. So.
Yeah. It's every 5 levels.
Yeah. Currently at level 17, but. Now, the Hall of the Novice, that opened up with level 15, or?
Yes.
Okay.
And you should be able to just go down to the little circles in the bottom right. If you click on the one that looks like an exclamation point, you should be able to access the Hall of the Novice through there. Like I said, there's a set of the Hall of the Novice for each of. This is very important. Each of the roles. So there's a tank Hall of the Novice. There is a melee or physical DPS Hall of the Novice. There's a magical DPS Hall of the Novice, and then there's a healer Hall of the Novice. Each rewards a set of level 15 gear that is in accordance with what that role wants to do. And generally, not only pretty good quality gear, but also pretty good looking gear. Especially when you consider all too often you end up looking like a clown with the color schemes they give you.
Big town, defenses skip out of the way. How you learn this lesson? Set a word when you're ready to begin. That's training? Sure. To attack incoming, move out of the start zone. Okay. I'm not supposed to actually be hitting any of these guys. I'm just trying to avoid them, huh?
If that's what the task said, then yes.
Okay. How can... That's kind of irritating. I got chained up by one guy, but apparently I was able to get out of it? Whatever. Uh, they did the double attack, and I'm like going, okay, you know, no worries on that. Just waiting for the you know, the zones to kind of happen, and I saw the mage area of attack go out, but I got hit by a chain by the melee fighter. Was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's an ability called Home Gang.
Rip all that in. Okay, now that that's done, I'm assuming that there's not another Hall of Novus.
Oh no, there's a whole series of them.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
doing it until it says until when you go to do Hall of the Novice, it says, you know, do completed exercise.
Okay. Why do they have a long countdown for it? Why not? Is it? Why isn't it instantaneous?
What do you mean?
When I say commence for it, it basically brings up a window and has a countdown timer that's like 45 seconds or something like that. It's like, why bother with that?
Oh, that's the way they do everything for instances. I don't know for all of the duties. I don't know why they do it that way. Well, okay, I don't know why they do it that way for the Hall of the Novice. The other ones, it's because sometimes, you know, sometimes you queue and then something happens and you're like, oh wait, I can't go or whatever. It's happened to me once or twice.
Hmm. Okay, so in this particular instance, okay, Sugar on Spirit. Okay, and they keep on repeating. Okay, whatever. So I guess this is more along the lines of, hey, you have a tank, fight the opponent that your tank is attacking, and okay. There we go. Exercise, remember prizes, lesson you learned. There we go. Duty, Hollow Novice, defeat an occupied target. Okay.
Excuse me.
Defending multiple opponents. The victory is coordination with your comrades. Each foe will fall all the swifter under focused assault. The allies to defeat the enemy, and we can move on to the next training. Everything is clear. I trust. Say the word when you're ready to begin. Alright. In the training exercise. Okay. Should attack the same enemy as your ally, straight to. Let me get myself into proper position there. Behind him. There we go. they're not actually giving me a reward other than experience and gil. Or
Yeah,
just...
there are a few of them that will only give you experience in guild, but there's also a number of them that will end up giving you. It's not a full outfit, but as I recall, it should be chest piece. I think it's chest piece, gloves, and legs and shoes.
Yeah, I got the legs and gloves. Avoid engaged targets. Briefing. Remember the lesson where I had you evading enemy attacks. This exercise will put that training to the test. You must needs plan your attacks around some fancy foot. Oh, that's English. Work with your allies to defeat the enemy. Didn't really finish all that, thank you. And move on to the next training exercise. Okay. Cage the axe wielder, but allow yourself to be. Got the exercise again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, their combat system is a little janky.
It feels, it can definitely feel slow, especially early on when you don't have a whole lot of abilities to use.
Well, no, it's not that. It's the their area effects attacks. One thing is, you know, it shows you where they're going to attack, but the problem is that if um if you get out of the area, um you know, even if you get out of the area, but or their area of attack window, but I guess you don't get out of that area before that window disappears, you're still hit, which doesn't make any sense. First off, the attack should come when the attack comes, and if you're outside of that area, no matter what, if you're outside of that window when the attack comes, you should avoid that attack. Period. Um, the other thing that's irritated me is that if I'm like right on the border, like, just outside of that window, sometimes I still get hit, especially if they're like AoE attacks, like wide circle attacks, and it's like I'm outside of the area, but I'm still getting hit by these.
Are you
So
talking about being visually hit, or are you talking about taking damage?
I'm actually taking damage by some of these attacks. And it's okay. Why am I getting damaged by these when I'm supposed to be outside of the area of effect? But I'm still getting hit by them. And that's why I'm like, that's not how it should be, and that's not how it should be working here. Um, every other game that I've ever played before, if you're outside of the every area of effect, you know, and if they attack in that area, when you're in that area of effect, obviously you're gonna get damaged. But if you're outside that area of effect and the attack lands, you should not have any damage whatsoever. But I still get damaged from time to time on this, and that's what's throwing me off about it. It's like, why? So, but
I was going to say you should not be getting damage, but
I am, or I have been. So it's kind of worrisome. Um, Okay, there is the legs. Oh, I guess I got the boots before, so I guess the next one is going to be the chest. Okay, engage enemy reinforcements. Okay, well, that didn't really tell me much. We'll just have to kind of see what happens here. if I actually stood next to my tank, would he have kind of aggroed the minions that were kind of going after the healer, or not? I don't know. Okay. Interact with the battlefield, huh? Okay. To manipulate the battlefield. In battle, enemies will pour forth from the rear gate. New foes will continue flooding whilst this port remains open. Must operate the lever that closes the gate, or the party will be overwhelmed. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, this guy is not. Right, okay, so the tank isn't pulling this guy off of me. That's nice. Thanks for that. At least we have a healer on our side, so. Any other minions coming out of the back gate or no? Okay. You would think that they would actually have that interaction happen at least multiple times, but they only had me do it once. Okay, whatever. Having advantage to default flight. And this is the robe. Level up. Learn the roll action swift cast, huh? Next ability is cast immediately. Gotcha. So here's fire 2. Deals fire damage with a potency of 80 to target and all enemies nearby it. Okay, so fire 2 is focused around the individuals around around the individual that you're targeting, which I would have figured that that's what Blizzard 2 would be doing, but no, it's an AoE around yourself. Oh well.
You don't ask me about the logic of that one.
Yeah. Okay, final exercise. Oh wait, hold on. Don't think I can. I think I have better. No, apparently I can. Apparently that still kind of works for me, I guess. Maybe it has some. Um, you know, additions for having a particular set, I guess, maybe? I'm not sure. Alright. Let's go. Hall of Novice. Final exercise. Commence. I can't seem to get Fire 2 going. Oh, well, forget that one. I don't know why Fire 2 isn't giving me that. Action not learned? What the? What do you mean? That's some bullshit right there. See? Right there. I was outside of the area, and it still hit me. What the? What the? What? What the hell was that all about? Oh my, you gotta be kidding me. See? on, get the hell out. A little bit of a problem on that end there. Maybe there was a certain number of times that you couldn't get hit or something like that. I don't really know. Alright, let's see. Brand new ring, huh? Okay. Okay, so apparently, okay, so his computer did a random restart and he's developing a bad headache, so he's gonna lie down. But I'm not gonna be able to stream, so. You know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and go out of the Discord call. Okay, so I need to find some place kind of quiet. Because I kind of want to talk with you about this. Those of you that are going to be watching this later. I was kind of getting a little distracted by the fireworks and all that kind of jazz. Still getting the fireworks and all that kind of jazz. But we're just gonna head outside, I guess. Okay. Outside of all the randomizations. So, I'm a little irritated at my friend Crazy right at the moment. So I I joined this game expecting for us to kind of do our normal, let's play together kind of a thing. We'll continue moving forward together, and we won't have any kind of, we'll hold off on playing our certain characters together. He would kind of lead me through the game. We'd be fighting dungeons together and so on and so forth. The fact that he moved ahead and he's already like past level 50 or whatnot on his one character already, and he's moving on to other content. I'm still back in this beginning zone without him or anyone else that kind of joined on this. So I'm a little irritated about that. This is the exact same thing that happened to me in World of Warcraft. This irritates me beyond all belief because they tell me, oh, I want to play with friends. Well, okay, then play with friends. Don't go off on your own. You know, if you're going to play the game, let me know that you're going to be playing the game, and I may join you on it. Okay? Otherwise, pick another character or make another character if you want to go off on your own. So, here's my thought line that, you know, um, we're just gonna kind of go through um, all these kind of tasks together to kind of build ourselves up to um, where we want to go. I don't know of any method concerning this, um, concerning mentoring down or anything along those lines. I don't know if this game actually has that. You have that in Rift, but you don't. I don't know if they have that here on in Final Fantasy 14. I don't know. Um, so, and the fact that he didn't join me on any of these interactions going out to um, the um, these class quests and the like, just kind of goes to show that when he was talking about, hey, I'd like to play with a friend, it irritates me when people go off on their own like that. It really does. It's happened to me before on these MMOs, and it just irritates me. Um, I'll be talking with Crazy about this again. Um, but I wanted to let you folks know at home what's going in on my mind right at the moment. Okay. I didn't want to have a discussion with him in middle of the whole gameplay kind of thing. Okay. I'll hold that discussion a little bit later because um, yeah, that I'm just a little irritated. Just a little irritated about it. Okay. I got the impression that he wanted to play with Angel and myself through Final Fantasy XIV, and we basically grow our characters together um, to go through the storyline together and finish off, to build these characters as we go along. And, I could show you more party interactions in that case. Okay. But no, apparently that's not going to happen on this particular playthrough. So apologies on that there, folks. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more from Crazy on this, but it looks like I'm just gonna need to play this solo. Um, that was not necessarily my intention when I first kind of started on this. I was kind of expecting to have a little bit more um, cooperation with Crazy and Angel on this, but yeah, guess not. So, if this is gonna be just me playing it solo, which is never the intention of MMOs, so already this is off to a bad start in my opinion. Um, I'm gonna do what I want to do, which is I'm gonna play all the little side quests and stuff like that. I'm gonna enjoy it, you know, for whatever I can. I'm gonna play all the, you know, he suggested that I go straight for the story content and the like to open up mounts and like. I don't really care about, I mean, it helps. It doesn't. It allows for you to um, uh, take care of, um, it allows for you to get through the world faster. And I grant you that, that's indeed helpful. But this is my first time playing through this. I want to see everything that there is to see. I don't want to rush through things here, folks. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off these journal entries that I have. I'm going to finish off the um, the hunting logs that I have. Okay, and I'm going to grow my character. So, um, for those of you watching this through my Patreon, um, hope you hope you enjoy this as we continue moving forward on this. Um, we'll see whether or not we're gonna have any kind of additional interaction with Crazy and Angel on this. Personally, I don't know what to say, to be honest. Um, like I said, I was kind of hoping for a constant party to play through the game, but yeah, um, that that didn't happen today, and we'll see whether or not that's gonna happen next time, next video of this. So we'll see. So with that, I'm going to focus on getting these done. Black brush and Himalaya. Okay. Okay. So, um, we're gonna go out to Western Danland there and kind of continue working on that. Um, Now, see. Oh, okay. Oh, wrong one. Nope, 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 nope. That one. There we go. There we go. Log is done. Hmm. Okay. Here. Noise you're learning it anytime soon, though. Got to tend to my bird's injured leg first. Even the most minor of cuts can fester from the ord. Yeah, true. Doesn't matter. Why don't you take it the rest of the way? Hopes just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Okay. Let's see. There's a quest turn in right there, so let's go ahead and turn that in right now. surrender. Hand over. There you go. Whatever. There's that. Sensational saute with salt. Squirt of sun lemon. And so simple yet sublime. For your local Agis, I would have been forced to fork out a fortune to have some brought hither. Thank you. Okay, potion or either. We go with either. Okay. Venture to furnish them with fresh shrew meat. But stores of shrew meat are nearly not. That's the one ingredient for making my smooth shrew loaves, which are famous for their fantastic flavor. Fortunately, I'm no fool. In preparation for this possibility, I've set 2 barrel traps outside our establishment. As I'm not accustomed to butchering live beasts, if you can do the deed in my stead and bring me the meat, I can continue to cook. There we go. There's one. Okay, go turn that in. Okay. Oh, yes, my customers will complain. They're really liking the trying to do the similar lettering to kind of have a try to emphasize tongue twisters, and it's like, why? This rich, robust redness. Shrew meat is lean yet lovely. I'll learn you. Secret sauce and smoked is a symphony of savory sensations that will satisfy even the most critical connoisseur. It takes time to prepare properly though, so I fear we may be forced to deny our dedicated customers their desired dinner regardless. Alright. That's all done. Now there's some more quests that are over here, but we'll hold off on that. So we're gonna head over to the other zone. So we got quite a few quests over yonder. Smith there. The gate and additional areas. Braving new depths. Toronto Queen. Seems quite the types of quests over there. Let's go and take care of this and this over here at the goblet. Let's go try Formidable Fighters. What about my needs? My 40 acres and a trickle. It's just not fair. Cover can be accessed to the AI, huh? Okay. Got some more quests that are over here, so let's go ahead and finish those off. Cleaning the sand colors of these hammers. Gods, I'd kill for a few bottles of coloring verse right now. Let's send you. Thank the gods for both of you. Tries to recover with the states of elite. The ground is too loose to build upon. The hammers are planning to make solid foundation. Once that's done, then you'll see the structure start to rise. But it was planned to stretch even further to the heart of the Silver Bazaar even. But it seems the powers that be are being met with some local resistance. Some last name Kikipoo owns the rights to the bulk of the land there, stubborn to a fault that one, bloody thorn on the side. Okay. There's some quests over here. Magnetite, okay. There we go. I do appreciate the jumping. It does. across the way over here. Grab the last manatite chunk. At least to try to. There we go. Doing burglary, I'm fishing this day in an X more than like. And over. There we go. There's some more compass. Not to see, is he? That fish, huh? Vessel that's barely seaworthy is scarce big enough for me alone. No crew, no hands to help with the haul, all bloody day. That sea bustering ass gets me a few at best. Bad days ain't what they were. Time was. Could scarce count the ships that used to make berth here. There weren't no empty coin purse or stomach and all is bizarre. Small ships ain't got no place at sea no more. Wherever I go, I'm in the shadow or wake of some monstrous trawler's signer. All waves done. We little fishermen done lost our way. Ain't no fisherman no more. Or much of a father, I suppose. Just a broken man. With a broken compass and broken dreams. Well, that's kind of depressing. Claim it is fishing lords from the common muggers who took them. Pretty sure what you did, friend, bring me manatite. Give it some more thought. I did. Put it back out to sea and all, but even with me compass fixed, still it got me lunky copy lures. Slain by some goblin muggers a few weeks back, just north and east of here. Thieving bastards made off with all my lures, dozens all told. You felled some earth sprites to get at the manatite trunks, am I right? If so, I reckon you could put down a few goblins and bring me back me lures. Suppose I may do with just two of them. A couple of copper ones should serve for now. Yeah, for helping put a broken life back together? Sure. Always willing to do that. Okay, what's this all about? Good paint. Test. Skin adventure types, maybe not. Whereas I ordered from Brad, but those bloody with sellers just dropped them outside the gate and left. I'm obliged to bring them no further, lazy pastor said. Get to the bazaar, still the bazaar, or ain't nothing about no home delivery. The gall. There are 3 pieces in all, will you be so good as to bring them to me? Okay. What's this all about? Might I interest you in a triple porter? First visit to the stop, I shall update my register with your name so you may access this location in the future. Okay. Nope, don't need a triple porter. was fairly easy. Damage and bags. Well, have you found them yet? I did. Yes. Excellent. Everything is accounted for. These bags contain garments from sun-soaked tapestries, though each is flawed in some way. A minor misthread is enough to turn the most luxurious gown into fodder for the furnaces. Not here, though. So long as the garments bear a famous name, the souls of the Silver Bazaar have no qualms with quality. Times used to be better. We were never drawn to such lows. The gills harder to come by now, more so with each passing day. Stuff to this bazaar is overly paid souls with underly developed tastes. Everyone clings to these glories of golden past, yet none make efforts to reshape the dismal present. Pray this damnable bazaar someday sinks beneath the sands that strangle it. The sooner the better. Okay. Lighthouse. Apparently you can't go inside there. I'm not quite sure what these pins are all about, though. Don't need to join the fate, thank you. There we go. Drop rate's good. Over. A couple of hours, and I thought I'd see these buttes again. But hell's them goblins sure saw to baying them up. Ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Oh, that's that. Must be Nod his self telling me to give me sea legs. Might be that there's new life waiting out there somewheres. Maybe me compass lead me to it. Born and bred here I was. Ain't never called no place else home. Times are changing though. Suppose I could sell off me land to them bloody buzzer prospectors and see what else is out there for me. helper with the land prospectors who have their sights set on the so bizarre. Alright, done so much for us. Now, grave danger. Easily range our shirt. Listen, reason you know who we are, you know our deeds, you've no hope in this. I'm mad if you resist now, but I swear I will lay waste these shabby chants and broken buildings, and when I'm finished, I guarantee you will thank me for it. Stupid foolish man, you couldn't be more wrong. Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Kendrick. You might be along. Pity you're too late. The Moloters are already on their way. Every building bearing a wood of seizure will be rolled within the hour. done? No, that's impossible. Wow. He really doesn't like this place, does he? Let's see. That's party news we've had in a while. I can't help but wonder about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. Not sure worth fighting for, but it's home. God's damn it. You know, I ain't ready to give up on it just yet. And there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone. Then I say we build something right here together. Ships full of cargo and fish. Their days live on in our hearts. We are so bizarre, and us, our memories are past or history. That's what makes this place. Well, you'll need to innovate then. When you actually visit Udall, since she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot. Okay. What's this hammer over here? Hmm. Yep, nothing here. Just tools. Hmm. Nice if I can just kind of go through these different areas here, like, okay, you're offering, different categories. Okay, well, give me those categories. Give me like some tabs or something like that that allows me to kind of see all of these things. Right now, having to kind of close this out, reselect the person to go to another tab is kind of irritating. Navigation tackle. Kill. Or don't really need to worry about that. So. Okay, so it looks like we only have 3 maps in all. Or 3, okay. Horizon is nearby. Okay, so let's go visit. I also had to find those last 3 monsters in this particular area in order to clear out my hunting guide. So. I was thinking about jumping on down there, but it doesn't look like there's any good spots to kind of come back up from there, so looks like we're gonna have to kind of travel the long way around. Or at least, you know, it doesn't look like there's an easy way to get back up. You know, you can kind of go up this pathway there, but nothing in the general direction that I'm trying to go in anyway, so. Okay, so I've been here before, but there's obviously a lot more here that I can kind of do. So. Test for your day adventure. May have just think if you're not feeling squeamish. Need to draw 4 bottles worth of blood from the mongrels that roam south of here. I take the fall fluid to the breastplate by the name of Nanonizo. I drive gaze before moving to kill. Okay, document fact I prefer is okay. Right, I'll just remove a list of available quests to display objectives and quest to your journal. Required to 3, that's 12 hours, 100, 16 once. Okay. Quickly, let's see, become a mere for its mates. Open your journal under duty in the main menu. Observe mash or fleet battle if it reaches a certain distance. Here. To initiate for space section of press J on your keyboard. Next, select the detailed description of objectives and rewards. And the map button will show the approximate location of objectives, so you can initiate time while the corresponding area is until you're close to the objectives. This will increase your chances eligible for completion bonuses. Sheep and to begin your duty. Okay. Okay. Course of the study. There we go. Oh, there's a chest up there. Hmm. Weird. Like, give it to me. Hmm. You know, given the option to return immediately with your reward at any time from any honor and reward. Difficulty. Order based on speed of completion. Woohoo. I see no reason to deny you our official use. You yourself could earn a great deal of coin here on Horizon. Yes. City state leaves unlocked. Initiate live quest, action your quest minimap. I resume should I knock out this this is replaced with reversion requiring plus objective. Main and more rewards are only granted to those who complete all the objectives listed within the time allotted. Okay. When you initiate a quest, will be given the opportunity to adjust its difficulty. The greater the difficulty setting, the higher level target enemies will be. Difficulty also affects completion rewards. Okay. I'm doing the course of duty by selecting the quest name and duty list and selecting the difficulty. Using this difficulty cannot be raised once the duty is initiated. Okay. Join the guild heist. Taking my guild is should you see a different sort of challenge. Consider joining the guild heist. No more spray speed to battle warden. Boss rabbit. I will inform doubts as to your abilities. Better leave. always be those who are looking for someone willing to assist them with their troubles and now they often come to the local killers. Documented. Interesting, acceptable, 100%. Class. Otherwise be. Okay, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I need to get ready to do my regular stream, so obviously there's quite a few things that I need to take care of, but we'll have to save that for next time. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Um, you know, um, leave a comment or you know, um, if you have any like kind of criticism or questions or anything along those lines, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Um, so thank you very much for being a patron. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you next time. But until then, have a good night. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll catch you strangers next time.